Hi there, I'm Ben and I'm a counsellor in the adult service at Lifelink, and I'm here today to talk about compassion. So what is compassion? There's a few different definitions of it, but I think my favourite one refers to a sensitivity to the suffering of self and others with a deep wish and commitment to relieve that suffering. Developing compassion can be a useful way of bringing a helpful balance to our emotions that increases our overall sense of well-being. Studies show that there are areas of our brain that light up when we are kind to ourselves and others, or when others are kind to us. And researchers all over the world are now looking into the important physical and mental health benefits of developing compassion and kindness for ourselves and others. For example, if someone drives up behind me on the motorway, gets right close to the car, I can find myself getting annoyed about it. And I'm asking, who do they think they are? Why are they doing this to me? I take it personally. But if I recognise that I've simply got no idea what's going on in that person's world just now, and look at it another way, maybe such as that person's rushing to hospital to say goodbye to someone and share their last moments on earth, or perhaps rushing to say hello and welcoming a new life into the world, then I feel much less annoyed about it, if at all. So in that way, having compassion for others can be seen to have a positive effect on our own mood. If someone does something that upsets us, then we can recognise there's maybe stuff going on in their lives that we don't know about, and that they're just doing the best that they can in their present situation, and that's why they're doing what they're doing. And if we can recognise that, this can help us feel less upset about it. We might never know if they're simply doing the best they can, but it can make our lives feel better if we assume that they are. So ask yourself, are they doing the best they can? And if you don't know, then would you think your life would be better if you thought that they were? So showing compassion for others can help have a positive effect on our own mood. But sometimes it may feel easier to show other people compassion than it is to show ourselves. For example, if we do something incorrect, we may recognise having thoughts of not being good enough, and maybe all too often end up talking harshly to ourselves. I know I do it. But this self-criticism and even self-shaming in some ways is an attempt just to keep ourselves safe. If I tell myself I'm not good enough, then I know I'm not good enough. And if someone else tells me that, who cares? It doesn't hurt as much because I already know. And we do it because we think it makes us try harder. But in real terms, it's not effective. And instead, it just feeds into a negative idea that we might have about ourselves and just keeps it going. So it could be argued that shame and self-criticism lie behind a wide range of mental health issues. So next time you are asking yourself some questions about how competent you are at something, or you recognise that you're beating yourself up, ask yourself what kind of language you're using with yourself when you notice one of these flaws or that you make a mistake. And when you are being highly self-critical, how do you feel inside? And what impact do you think that's going to have on you long term? Probably nothing helpful or that's healthy for you. So, what happens when we show ourselves the same compassion we show other people, and what does compassion for ourselves look like? For example, rather than say, I did this incorrectly, which means I'm not good enough, you could maybe say, you know what, I did this incorrectly this time, okay, but nobody's perfect. I can try it differently the next time. Or okay, it was incorrect, but I'm doing the best that I can just now, and I can get better at this. So it's important to be kind to ourselves and compassionate about our history, and this can really be an important part of healing. So if you're thinking about something in your past and you're beating yourself up about it, ask yourself, look, were you just doing the best that you could at the time? Self-compassion brings about a reduction in shame and self-criticism, and it has a positive effect on our own mood and even self-esteem, and so our overall sense of well-being improves. But in order for us to be compassionate with ourselves and with other people, it can mean putting some boundaries in place. So yeah, maybe someone is just doing the best that they can, which can help take the sting out of things for us. But it's been shown that people can only stay compassionate by not subjecting themselves to things we're not comfortable with. If we don't set those boundaries and we let people do things to us or around us that we're not okay with, it can lead to resentment. And it's hard to be compassionate towards other people when they're hurting us or upsetting us. So we need to let people know what's okay for us and what's not okay for us. For example, look, I want to help you, but you can't talk to me that way because it upsets me. And so if I'm upset, it's hard for me to help you. Or, you know what, I want to help you, but it's late and I'm tired and I'll help you tomorrow instead, alright? Think about what you need to be able to continue to be compassionate towards someone and let them know. And that way, you've been honest with yourself and with them, and you can continue to be compassionate and keep benefiting yourself and benefiting other people. So that's all for compassion just now. I hope you found this useful. If you want to find out more information, you can check out our website, lifelink.org.uk, where if you need help with your mental health as well, you can make an appointment, or you can give us a call on the number 0141 552 4434. I wish you all the best.